Welcome back to my channel, you guys. So during my travels to Los Angeles, I went to Face Gym. If you haven't seen my Los Angeles vlog, I will link it down below. But I went to Face Gym because I had heard about it and wanted to try it out. I love getting facials, and I have never gotten facials as regularly as I wanted to. They've always just been like a birthday treat or a Valentine's Day treat. But I do want to work my way up to getting facials on a regular basis. So when I went to Los Angeles on vacation, I went to Face Gym because I'd heard about it and wanted to check it out for myself. It's completely different from like going to a day spa to get a facial. The premise of Face Gym is exactly how it sounds. The way that we go to the gym and work muscles to sculpt and tone our bodies. Face Gym's, motto is that we also have muscles in our face that need to be worked, and if we work those muscles, we can in fact sculpt the face, sculpt the jawline, decongest the skin, and really change your overall appearance and the way that your skin is functioning. And it is an organ, and those muscles need to be worked in order to have a more youthful, beautiful appearance and glow. So they work your face out. It is not like going to, it's not product on, product off, steaming and all of that you get at the day spa. And I think that's important to say so that you know what to expect if you should try it out, because that did catch me off guard just a little bit. But overall, I thought my experience was great. So let me take you from as soon as you walk through the door. So when you walk through the door, you're gonna be greeted, of course, and then you're gonna fill out an assessment. And this was like one of the most thorough things I have filled out. I mean, it's probably just as much thorough as like going to the doctor's office. But you're gonna fill out a very thorough assessment about how much water you drink, what supplements and vitamins do you take, how often do you work out. I mean, they wanna know a lot about your, your health and wellness, like where you are in your health and wellness. So you fill out this assessment first, and then you walk back to the area that you're gonna be working out in. And it is not going to be like in a private room. It is 4 booths that's pretty much on an open floor. And you are not working with you're working with a trainer, okay? So whatever we call them, I know they're still estheticians, of course, but you're working with a trainer. They don't even use the spa terms or the spa lingo. You're at the gym getting a workout. I want to make that clear. I'll be reiterating that because that's what it is. So she started out, before I go into that, I did want to say, you ain't hear this from me, but word is, the tea is that the owner of Face Gym started this company because she had some really negative experiences with Botox, and she had, this idea that, I pretty much can do what Botox does by strengthening the muscles in my face, that Botox could essentially be unnecessary, and that you could get that same appearance just by working out your muscles in your face. So that's a tip for someone who may be considering Botox. Try this as an alternative first and see if you get the look that you are going for, and if not, okay, whatever, Botox ain't going nowhere. You can always have that option, but maybe try this first. So when you get back to your station, she starts out, the trainer starts out with a stretch, and it just feels so good. Like, she does your shoulders, and she is just like really stretching the neck, the shoulders, and then she works her way onto the face. And I mean, it is just a lot of manipulation, like just a lot of stretching, and then stretching goes into the massaging. And this is essentially a deep tissue massage on your face. Like, it's deep. I mean, she uses some knuckles in there. She does like this whipping motion, you know. She is just really in there. I mean, she is, you know, pulling and this and that and lifting, and, you know, if you like a deep tissue massage, you'll enjoy this. I love a deep tissue massage, so it felt really good to me. But someone who may not like pressure, it could potentially be too much pressure for someone who, you know, tend to gravitate more towards like a Swedish massage. This could be a little intense for you. But me, I love like a deep tissue massage. Like, I love a good like beating on my body. And she wasn't like beating, but, you know, there was some pressure, especially with the knuckles. She definitely used her thumbs. It all felt amazing to me, and she did that portion for quite a while. I'm trying to remember, because honestly this was a while ago. Just now I'm getting to this footage. But oh, and then she went in with the red face gym ball. Now, I enjoyed, it's like basically like a yoga ball about this big, and it feels so good. Oh my god, that ball, rubbing that ball all over my face, it just felt so good. All of the motions feel so good, and you literally feel all of the tension just coming out of your face. And we don't really like pay a whole lot of attention to how much we hold tension in our faces, but we do, especially for people who clench their jaws. They have a ton of tension right here. I think these are called the masseters. Lots of people have this problem, and it is, you know, it causes so much facial tension. Oh, see, just doing this feels so good. But a lot of times we are more tuned into like where we're holding tension in our bodies, but we don't really pay attention to the fact that, like, no, we're actually holding tension in our face as well. Especially people who frown. People who frown all the time and never smile, and you are tensing those muscles constantly. And so when you get this workout, you just kind of feel it all release, and it just feels so good. So that was amazing, the red ball. And actually, I love that part so much that I went ahead and just purchased me one. And I don't use it as often as I should, but I use it, and when I do, I'm very grateful that I have it. I think that is one of the things that's worth having. So she stretches you, she massages you for quite some time. She also uses Gua Sha, which the Gua Sha felt really good as well. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't really know how to pronounce that one. She uses the Gua Sha, which I like too. I had left mine somewhere, I think at a relative's house, and like haven't replaced it yet, so I do need to replace my Gua Sha. But I love the way that feels, and the whole premise of the stretching, the massage, the red ball, the Gua Sha, all of that is really to drain your lymph nodes, drain lymph out of your face, improve the circulation, get that blood flowing, get, you know, oxygen going to the cells in the face. All of that is rejuvenative. All of that is, you know, excellent for cell turnover. And so we really need to be doing this and hydrating as well. And the skin will do what it's supposed to do. It will be healthy, it will be glowing, it'll be beautiful, just by doing that. But oftentimes we don't do this because we don't think to do it for our face. But skin rolling, Gua Sha, you know, working those muscles and removing all of that, getting that out of the face and so it can release from the body, makes for A1 beautiful skin. So that was one thing that I learned. She also used a microcurrent device, which was a little scary, I will say. It basically made the muscles, I guess, contract. So after she worked them out, it kind of like sculpted the face by contracting the muscles a little bit, and it felt pretty good. It was definitely sculpting, and in certain areas of my face I could feel like my lips and my eyes twitching, so that definitely it definitely worked. I definitely felt that. And then after that she moved on to use the Skin IV machine, and if I recall correctly, that machine is basically like a power wash for your face. Like, think of pressure washing, that's what I'm trying to say. Pressure washing, and then infusing the skin with whatever it may need. So I selected to have the vitamin C because I can always use extra vitamin C for brightening, glowing, you know, removing dark spots and uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation. So I opted for the vitamin C. That did prick a little bit. It was a little bit of a prick, but it felt really good. Well, did it feel good? No, it didn't necessarily feel good, but it was a part of the package that I got. I got the cleanse and lift, and it was a part of it. So you know, and the Skin IV machines, I believe, are a new thing, and you can add it on to any facial that you decide to do. So I knew that I wanted to try that, and it looked really cool. It looked like some really like grade A, you know, out of, you know, it looked official basically. So I'm trying to say. So and then pretty much after the IV infusion on the skin, I think that was pretty much it for the facial, and I enjoyed it. I noticed a huge difference in my skin soon as she finished. I noticed the difference in my skin, and I think it was just like those toxins just kind of like moving, because I just noticed like I didn't look as puffy. It was just a little bit of a difference for me, for sure. So so yeah, so that was my experience. I would say if you do not live near a face gym, I don't, and it's not practical for me to go there. I think they really only have locations in Los Angeles and New York, and I don't live in either one of those cities. So it's not really practical for me to do this on a regular basis, but it was nice to have the treat. And if I'm in New York or Los Angeles, I'm pretty sure I would go again. But if that's not, you know, plausible for you, you know, or, you know, you don't have the means to, I don't want to say that, but if it's not plausible for you to go, but you still kind of want the experience, here's what I do at home. I use that, I purchased that red ball. You can buy it at off of Face Gym's website, but now Sephora sells Face Gym products. So you can buy it at Sephora, $20 I think, and use it. And It is, I'm telling you, just that alone and just like self-massaging, you can do it right at home. You can get the same effect. You can also take it a little further and just purchase you a Gua Sha, a skin rolling device. They have tons of different ones. You can buy those at like even your Target, TJ Maxx, Marshalls kind of places. You could buy a pretty decent one. I personally like to put mine in the freezer so that when I use it in the mornings, it's nice and cold and depuff. Because I'm prone to hold fluid. I wake up in the morning very puffy, very puffy. And so I like to use it in the morning, a good skin roll, a good Gua Sha. I need to replace mine. That's what you can do at home. That's what I do at home when I remember. It is not a regular part of my skincare routine right now, but now that I'm making this video, I'm reminding myself that this is something that I need to implement because I have a double chin. Like a real one. Like, no, nah, I have a real one. And even, and I'm thick right now. So, but even when I'm not, when I don't gain weight, or when I'm smaller basically, I still have a double chin. And you can actually see it. I don't even have to do all this because I'm sure you can see it in the in the footage. I have a double chin, especially now that I'm heavier. But even when I'm smaller, I have a double chin. It's just, I have a double chin. But doing the workouts can definitely help to sculpt that. But I think I might need to do a little bit more to get rid of this. But to say the least, it was a really good experience, and I encourage you to try the home workouts. And I believe Face Gym also has workouts on their website that are free, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely do those. So this was my experience at Face Gym. I hope that this video was at least somewhat informative. I had a great experience. It's definitely something that I would do again, and I encourage you to try it out if you can. It can be very pricey. It is not necessarily something that's affordable, but it was a nice treat. But the tips that I'm recommending are definitely something that you could do at home, little to no cost. So I would encourage you to do that. Well, that was my experience at Face Gym. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.